One of David Sandler's critical selling rules, don't spill your candy in the lobby, can sound a little confusing to someone who's not familiar with the Sandler selling system or methodology. I mean, what does a box of spilled candy have to do with a sales call? Realistically, everything. When you're a salesperson and you go on a sales call, you're a lot like a moviegoer in the theater lobby holding a big box of candy. Now, if you're like me, you want to take your box of candy in with you so you can enjoy it during the movie. As a salesperson and professional, your box of candy is your knowledge, expertise, and experience. And here's the point: too many salespeople are way too anxious to open and spill their candy all over the floor of the lobby before they even get into the theater. When you first meet with a prospect and that prospect shares a concern that might be able to address by your product or service, what's your first instinct? Well, if you immediately launch into presentation mode, talking about features and benefits, pulling out spec sheets, program brochures, and promotional materials, if you stop asking questions and start talking about how great your stuff works, or maybe even comparing your company to the competition, guess what? That's the sound of your candy spilling all over the floor of the lobby. Well, there's a time and a place for you to share your candy. This time is during a formal presentation, and you're only going to get there if both you and the prospect have worked together to fully understand all of the issues that need to be resolved, identify the budget, and finally get a crystal clear picture of the decision-making process. So, don't do what most salespeople do. Don't make a habit of spilling your candy in the lobby. Wait for the movie to start. Ask yourself, if they already have your information, if they have your pricing, do they ever really need to talk to you again? What's to stop them from taking your information and shopping competitors? What would you do in a situation if you were the prospect? Be honest. You'd shop around, wouldn't you? Your job as a professional salesperson is to get the facts to understand the opportunity fully. If you get far enough through the business development cycle to make a presentation, then you can open your box of candy. Yes, you can and should help the prospect, but the best way to help them early in the game is to ask questions, talk as little as possible, and get them to talk as much as possible. Your task as a sales professional is to gather information, not dispense it. Save the candy for the show.